You wake at 4:58, 2 minutes before the alarm. You always do now. The room is dark except for one small red light. It's the phone. It's on the tripod at the foot of your bed, exactly where you left it, and it is recording. It has been recording for 6 hours and 14 minutes. You didn't mean to leave it on. You set it up last night for the morning shot, and you must have hit the button twice. 6 hours of you sleeping. You almost delete it without watching. You watch it instead. You scrub through. Nothing. 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 Then at 2:11 in the morning, you sit up. Your eyes stay closed. You reach up with your right hand and you tuck your hair behind your ear and you turn your face toward the phone, slightly, the way you'd turn it if you wanted the light on your cheekbone. Then you lie back down. You never woke up. But first, we have to see how you got here. It's a Sunday in March. You're 26. You work in operations at a mid-sized company, and your job is fine, which is worse than bad, because bad you would leave. You're in bed at 1:40 in the afternoon with a coffee you made at 11 and never finished. It's on the nightstand with a skin on it. You are watching a girl wake up at 5 in the morning. She makes her bed. She drinks water before coffee. She writes 3 things in a journal. The kitchen has good light, and the whole thing takes 4 minutes and 40 seconds, and you watch it twice. You don't feel envy. Envy would be simpler. What you feel is a kind of grief, which is a strange thing to feel about a stranger's countertop. You set an alarm for 5:30. The first morning is genuinely good. You have never seen your own kitchen at that hour. Nobody has texted you. Nothing has been asked of you yet. You drink the water. You make the bed. You feel for about 90 seconds like a person who is not behind. That feeling is the last thing you get for free. The ring comes in week 3. It tracks your sleep, and it gives you a score out of 100 every morning. Here's what nobody explains about the score. It arrives before you do. You wake up, you reach for your phone, and a number tells you how you feel before you've had a chance to find out on your own. On a Tuesday, you feel completely fine. The ring says 51. You spend the whole day tired. You have handed over the last thing that was still yours, which was your own opinion about your own body, and you handed it over for free, and nobody asked you to. By week 6, you're up at 5 without the alarm. You are running 4 miles before most people are conscious. Your skin is different. Your inbox is empty by 9. A woman at work says you look like you've got your life together, and something in your chest opens up like a door. You film it, just the once, just to see. 200 views, then 800. Then you wake up on a Thursday and it's at 40,000, and your phone is doing something it has never done before. The comments are not what you expected. You expected criticism. Instead, I needed this today. You're so disciplined. I've watched this 11 times. Somebody writes that they got out of bed because of you. You read that one probably 30 times. You are 26 and you work in operations, and you have never in your life been the reason a stranger got out of bed. You post again the next morning, and the next. Here's what the routine costs, and nobody itemizes it, so let's do it now. The matcha has to be poured twice, because the first pour was the real one, and the real one looked wrong, so you drink it cold. You have not had a hot drink in the morning in 5 weeks. The journal has 3 lines in it. They are the same 3 lines every day. You are not writing them. You are performing writing them, because handwriting on camera reads as sincerity, and sincerity performs. The bed gets made twice, once badly, on film, and once properly, after. The 4-mile run is now 2 miles, because the run isn't the content. Leaving for the run is the content. The door closing behind you at 5:42 with the sky going pink. That's the shot. Nobody films mile 3. You are still getting up at 5. You are just no longer doing any of the things you got up to do. The first brand email says $400. You read it standing in the kitchen, and you laugh out loud, alone, at 6:15 in the morning. 6 months later, it's $2,400, and you're putting a supplement in your water that you would not otherwise put in your water, and your actual moisturizer, the drugstore one that works, lives in a drawer now, below the counter, out of frame. Your following is at 140,000. Your streak is at day 211. And this is the part you need to understand, because it's the hinge everything else swings on. It is no longer possible to skip a morning. Not because a contract says so, because 140,000 people have been told, by you, every single day, that this is what discipline looks like. You can't stop. You be lying about who you are. You were only ever lying about who you are. You get the flu in November. Properly. You can't stand up. You don't post for 6 days, and it's the first rest you've had in almost a year, and you lie in the dark and feel something loosen in your jaw that you didn't know had been clenched. You think it's over. That's the mistake. You think being unable to perform means you're free. When you come back, you post a video about it, just talking to the camera, unwashed hair. You say you were burned out, and you're learning that rest is productive too. It does 900,000 views. It is the best performing thing you have ever made. 3 brands reach out that week about slow living, about wellness that isn't hustle, about balance. Do you see it? There is no off switch. The off switch is content. Your exhaustion is content. Your recovery is content. There is no state you can enter, including collapse, that this machine cannot eat. So you begin your healing era. You stop trying so hard. You say so, out loud, on camera. The alarm moves to 7. The runs become locks. The word you use in captions is softness. And you film every second of it. You are now optimizing rest. You are waking up at 7 and getting the shot of yourself not waking up at 5. Your slow morning takes 50 minutes to shoot. There's a checklist in your Notes app titled Slow Living with 9 items on it. You have taken the one thing you are running from and given it a to-do list. Your body starts sending mail. Hair in the shower drain, not a strand, a knot of it every morning, and you pull it out and you don't look at it. Your period stops in April and does not come back in May, and does not come back in June, and does not come back in July. The doctor is 34 and tired and kind. She looks at your numbers and she says you are not eating enough for the amount you are doing, and that your body has switched off the systems it considers optional. Reproduction is optional. Hair is optional. Your body has run the math on itself and made cuts. She asks how much you exercise. You tell her the true number, and you watch her face change. You cry in the parking lot for 11 minutes, and then you turn the phone around and you film 47 seconds of it. You don't post it. You save it to drafts. It's still there. You open it sometimes, late, and you watch yourself cry. And here's the thing that scares you more than the hair or the blood tests. You can't tell anymore whether you were crying or whether you were shooting. You were doing both. You will never know which one came first. Priya calls, your friend since you were 19, the one who has never once cared what you do for a living. She says, I feel like I haven't actually talked to you in a year. Are you okay? And you have about 4 seconds to decide. You could tell her. You could say the doctor's word out loud. You could say that you have not eaten a meal without photographing it since last spring. 4 seconds. You say, I'm good. I'm just in a season. You hear it land. You hear her go quiet on the other end and then say okay in the voice people use when they've decided to stop asking. She stops texting first. Then she stops replying quickly. Then she stops replying. You bought your morning routine and you paid for it with her, and the trade felt reasonable at the time, which is the only reason anyone ever makes it. You quit on a Tuesday in September. You write it out, you're stepping back, you need to be a person again, thank you for everything. You cry while you're typing it, and it's real, it's completely real. And you post it, and you put the phone face down, and you go and sit on the kitchen floor. Then the phone starts buzzing. 200,000 views by lunch, 600,000 by dinner. The comments are the kindest you have ever received. 4 brands email in 11 hours, 2 of them the same brands as before, and one of them uses the phrase authentic pivot. Your resignation is trending. You could not leave. You never could. You have built a thing that converts everything you do into fuel, including leaving, especially leaving, and the exit door has a camera above it, and you're the one who mounted it. Which brings us back to a red light at 4:58 in the morning, and a girl who sat up in her sleep at 2:11 and turned her face toward the lens. You delete the app that day. Genuinely, not a break, not a pause. You delete it, and you put the tripod in the hall closet, and you don't tell anyone you did it, because telling anyone would be content. 3 days pass. It's quiet in a way that feels less like peace and more like a room with the furniture taken out. On the 4th morning, you make coffee. It's 7-something. The light through the kitchen window is doing the thing you used to wait for, that low gold that only lasts 9 minutes. And there is no phone in the room. There is no tripod. There is nobody in the building but you. You set the mug down on the counter, and your hand moves on its own and turns it so the handle sits at the right angle, so the light catches the rim. You watch your own hand do this. Then you sit down and you drink it hot, and it's good, and the light is beautiful, and you feel absolutely nothing, because a morning nobody sees doesn't count, and you don't know when that became true, and you don't know how to make it false again. The apartment is silent. The camera is in the closet. And you look up at where it used to be, and you say it out loud, to the empty kitchen, the way you have said it every morning for 600 days. Good morning. There is nobody there. You built her anyway, and she gets up at 5.